Hello, welcome, buddy. Buddy, in this video, we are going to look at the approach of the study of international relations and a brief idea about the terms that idealism is what, realism is what, structural Marxism, neoliberalism, neorealism, neorealism, social constructivism, critical international theories, feminism, and postmodernism. The terms related to these we will get to know in this section. So, the study of international relations involves various theoretical approaches that provide different perspective on how international politics, interactions, and conflicts are understood. Let's explore some of the key concepts. The first one in front of written here is idealism. Idealism. So what is the focus of idealism? Idealism emphasizes on the role of international norms, values, and moral principles in shaping international relations. Idealism believes in the cooperation, diplomacy, international institution, and that can lead to peaceful resolution and cooperation among states. Some critics believe that idealism may be overly optimistic and it might not fully account for the role of power dynamics and self-interest. So after idealism, then comes realism. The realism centers on the role of power, national interest, and state sovereignty in shaping international relations. And it believes that states are primarily driven by self-interest and security concerns, leading to focus on power balancing and strategic behavior. Where critics of this system can say that realism might oversimplify complex international interactions and overlook the potential for cooperation and shared interest. So this is a bit about realism. Then we have structural Marxism. Structural Marxism focus on the role of economic factor, class struggle, and inequality in shaping international relations. They assert that global economic system perpetuate inequality and exploitations that is leading to conflict, and there is a need of cooperation between different class of states. Now the critic of Marxism say that approach might downplay the influence of other factors such as ideology and culture. Or you are ruling because of the ideology, and there is a culture of that thing in your area. Then we have neoliberalism. It emphasizes on the role of international institutions, economic interdependence, and cooperation in shaping international relations. It believes that institutions facilitate cooperation and can lead to mutual benefit through the trade, diplomacy, and shared norms. While critics of this can say that neoliberalism might not fully account for the power disparities and could lead to unequal outcomes. So, going back to neorealism after neoliberalism, that they believe they build and it is built on realism by focusing on the distribution of power in the international system, and neorealistic assert that state behavior is influenced by the anarchic nature of international system and their relative power capabilities. And critics argue that neorealism might oversimplify states' motivations and overlook the role of far other factors. Then, of course, we have social constructivism, which emphasizes the role of idea, norms, identity in shaping international relations, and it believes that social interactions and perceptions influence state behavior and formation of international norms. Now, critics contend that constructivism might not adequately address power of dynamics and material interest. Now, then we have critical international theory, which examine the underlying power structure, ideology, and injustice that shape international relations. And it believes its aim is to expose hidden power dynamics. What are the challenges, dominant narratives, and it tries to promote social justice. And critics argue that approach might lack concrete policy recommendation and practical solution. Then we have feminism, which is a theory examines gender dynamics, roles, and inequality in international relations. And feminist critique the patriarchal nature of international politics, advocating for a more inclusive and gender-sensitive approach. And critics of the feminism can content, that this approach might not fully account for other factors beyond gender. Then we have postmodernism. It challenges traditional theories by questioning the objectivity of knowledge and nature of reality in international relations. But it emphasizes the role of discourse, language, culture, context in shaping international perceptions and interactions. Critics argue that this approach might lead to escapism and a lack of clear analytical framework. So these approaches to the study of international relations offer diverse lenses through which scholars analyze and understand the complexities of global politics. Each approach provides unique and insight and perspective, shedding light on different aspects of international relations, while also raising questions about their limitations and potential biases. By considering these various approaches, scholars gain a more comprehensive understanding of the intricate dynamics that shape the world stage. So that's all, my friend, for